Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Camille Dumont, and I am the Director of Career Services, otherwise known as the Center for Career and Professional Development at Post University. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the department. I'll let you know a little bit about what we do there, and then I'm going to be talking about how to prepare for a job fair. And I'm excited to tell you that we do have a job fair happening in Waterbury, Connecticut at the Courtyard by Marriott. It's by the Waterbury Chamber. There will be 60 plus businesses there, and I'm excited to tell you that post students are invited, and this webinar is going to help prepare you to attend that job fair. So I'm going to be sharing with you a PowerPoint and reviewing some things on how to prepare for this job fair. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Center for Career and Professional Development. So I have here the mission statement, and I'm not going to read the entire thing to you, but I did highlight some key points that I'd like for you to focus on. So in the Center for Career and Professional Development, we are growing the department, and we're so excited to assist students in making informed career decisions. So this includes things like doing some assessments, discovering some skills that you have, your values, what's important to you, to help you to determine if you're on the right track for your next goals after college, or whatever your career goals are or occupation goals. We also reinforce soft skills, also known as transferable skills. So many times students don't understand that the skills that they're developing during their jobs, during college, even in part-time jobs, volunteer opportunities, they are learning skills, developing skills that are called soft skills, transferable skills that can be used really anywhere as they go along in their career. So these could be things like communication, critical thinking, collaboration, creativity. So I encourage you to, look for internships, take those part-time jobs to start to develop those skills, and come to CCPD and we'll help you with that. The other thing that we do is some traditional career services things, like helping you with career portfolio building, which includes your resumes, interview skills. We can do some mock interviews to help prepare you for an interview. We also do some networking skills in helping you with your LinkedIn profile, as well as learning how to do an effective job search. So these are all skills that are living, breathing. You will use them for throughout your life, throughout your career. So I encourage you to come and visit CCPD. We are in North 103, and we'll look forward to having you there. Now, I'd like to talk to you about the job fair. As I mentioned, we're very excited for the Waterbury Chamber Job Fair, and Post is a participant, and it will take place on November 16th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Courtyard Marriott in Waterbury. So what are the benefits of a job fair? Well, it's all about exploration. You should go in with an open mind, whether you have a career goal in mind, an occupation in mind, or not, because you never know who you're going to meet. This gives you an opportunity to explore different opportunities, and even some things that you may not know about, or have an opportunity to meet people, to find out about what they do in that industry. So you can learn about current and future opportunities as you talk to the companies at the job fair. You can practice your networking at the very least. It's a wonderful opportunity to practice your networking skills and even your elevator pitch. That's that pitch that you would use if you were in an elevator, and it takes about 30 seconds, no more, no less, where you are explaining who you are, what you have to offer, what your skills are as you meet different people. What are the other benefits of a job fair? Well, you'll be able to talk to employers one-on-one. This is great preparation for interviews. So as you start to get ready to go for interviews, what better way than to practice your interviewing skills by talking to potential employers at a job fair? So one of the things that you need to do in advance of the job fair is research. You must be prepared. So you can come to CCPD and talk to me, and I can help you understand who will be attending, who are the companies, which companies will be there. And then you can decide which ones you want to focus on, which ones really pique your interest in regards to your career goals. And then once you know that, you can start to research those companies. So identify those that you would like to meet with, and then go online and research those companies, not just by their website. That's a great way to start, but look them up on social media. If you have access to LinkedIn, go on LinkedIn and look up, some of the staff that work there, or what the company is saying on LinkedIn, what they're posting. This can give you a really great information. Research will help you to come up with intelligent questions and conversations as you meet with these business professionals. So the more prepared you are, the more of a better impression you will make, and the more of a chance you'll get for opportunities. Remember, there's always competition out there, and so you want to really set yourself up to impress. Dress how you want to be addressed. So when you go to a job fair, you certainly want to be sure that you look professional. So if you have a suit, great. If not, that's fine. Business casual, shirt, tie, business slacks. For the ladies, skirt, appropriate length, slacks, blouse, nothing too tight, nothing too loose. And certainly comfortable shoes for walking around. I don't want you to feel like if you don't have anything that you can't go. There are certainly opportunities and places where you can go for really great deals on business attire, and you don't discount the discount stores like Goodwill. They have wonderful selections. You can get blouses, shirts for really maybe $5 a piece, something like that. So please come to CCPD and we can talk to you about that, and some places that you can go for options if you don't have anything. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about in regards to how to prepare with your attire is to think about, what are you going to carry your portfolio in? Meaning, what is in that portfolio? Your resume, perhaps you have some business cards, certainly note paper and a pen. And what are you going to carry these things in? So you can bring a folder with you, or you can get a really professional looking folder. Places like Target have these for under $20, and they're really nice and look very professional. And it's certainly an investment, because I would anticipate that, and I hope that you will be attending more of these things. Obviously, you're going to bring your resume. Not only are you going to bring your resume, but you are going to bring many copies of your resume. What I'd like you to do is go to Staples, a store like Staples that has what they call resume paper. It's very high quality paper. And if you can do that, that's really great. You could print out your resume on this high quality resume paper and have it in your folder or whatever it is you're carrying your things in, and be ready to present it to the potential employers or people that you're networking with. Now, I would also like to encourage you to come to CCPD to review your resume to make sure that it is in excellent order. You want to be sure that you have a summary on top. You want to be sure that you have your education listed there. You want to be sure that you have your experience listed. And of course, not just content-wise, but also formatting-wise, you really want it to look pristine and good and very presentable. On the CCPD website, we have 2 resume webinars, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 focuses on content, part 2 focuses on formatting. So you can certainly watch those videos. I encourage you to do that as well. You can also find them on the CCPD YouTube channel. And these are really great resources to help you with your resume. But of course, come to CCPD and we'll be happy to help you as well. Business cards. You know, it's easy nowadays for students to get business cards for the cost of, a couple of Starbucks coffees. You can get 100 business cards online, and you'd be surprised. Vistaprint, for example, is a good one, but there are certainly many others. And so it would be good to have business cards if you can. So start to think about investing in those. Make a student business card. And certainly if you need help with that or setting it up, again, come to CCPD. We'll be happy to help you. And you'll have something that you can present to your employers, to the potential employers. And I think that will be really beneficial to you in addition to your resume. What should you do on the day of the job fair? There's a lot of preparation going into attending a job fair. So you want to arrive early. Think about all of the people that the potential employers are going to meet. Wouldn't it be great if you could get them early in the day when they're fresh and not exhausted and not busy talking to others? So if you can, I encourage you to get there early and know where you need to go and have the companies planned out with your research. Wear a name tag when you go in. If they give you a name tag, be sure to write neatly your first and your last name and wear the name tag. You put it on your right up towards your shoulder. That is the appropriate place for a name tag. Walk up to the recruiters by yourself. You don't need your friend with you to walk up to the recruiters. You can introduce yourself, and you should. Use your elevator pitch if you have one prepared, or start preparing your elevator pitch. Again, this is that 30-second or less information that you're talking to the employers about yourself. You're telling them what you have to offer, your skills, your experience, what your goals are. And again, you can come into CCPD. We are more than happy to help you with preparing your elevator pitch. Introduce yourself and don't forget that firm handshake. It will make a lasting impression. So really focus on that. Try to practice if you need to, but make it a firm handshake and look the person in the eye. Know who you are talking to. So you've done your research in advance. Be sure to know who you are talking to so you are prepared for their questions. Make personal connections. See if you can get names, you can get business cards for follow-up, and try to meet as many companies as you planned to. Really make the most of the day and this opportunity for networking. Here are some questions to consider asking at the job fair. It's good to go with some prepared questions. Certainly questions will come up that are not listed here, and you want to be authentic and you want to ask questions that are appropriate to the situation. But here are some questions to ask, some suggestions that you might want to ask at the job fair. Certainly tailor the questions to the specific company that you are talking to. So, for example, what is one thing that most people are surprised to learn about your company? These are some different questions. They're out of the ordinary in some cases, but they will make you stand out. What is the company culture? What is your favorite part of working there? What is the #1 thing talent looks for when hiring? How do you evaluate performance? Are there specific skills or certifications? And these are all telling you how you can prepare if you want to work for this company, either now or in the future. What does your interview process consist of? Do you have an internship deadline to apply? What is the onboarding and training like? Perhaps you're a student who's getting ready to graduate and this is important to you. What is a typical day in the life of an intern? How often do you hire interns full-time? And then finally, what is the best way to follow up with you? Following up is essential, and what they tell you is what you should do. So I encourage you to walk up and present yourself with confidence. Choose your words. Think about the skills that you want to focus on that are specific towards that career or occupation that you are looking to get into. Those will be your key words, and try to use them in your conversations. Stay off your phone. This is an opportunity to network. Take advantage of it. If you find yourself waiting online to talk to someone, don't look at your phone. Don't use this as a time to scroll through Facebook or social media. Rather, talk to the people next to you. You never know who you might network with. So I encourage you to stay off your phone and use the time wisely to meet as many people as possible. Take notes. After you talk to someone, step away for a moment, find a quiet place or a corner, and take notes. This is where that notebook and pen comes in handy. While it's fresh in your mind, write some notes about what you talked about with the potential employer. This will help you later on when you follow up. So while it's fresh in your mind, write down anything that you can remember about the conversation so that you can use that in your follow-up. After the job fair, speaking of follow-up, send a thank you letter within 24 hours to those people that you spoke with. It really goes a long way. Use the contact information that they provided to you, typically with their business card. Send an email and highlight a key takeaway from your conversation. That is where those notes come in. Those are essential because you can look at them, to utilize them to send the email and highlight the key takeaways from your conversation. Let them know that you would like to stay in touch. And if there's a key opportunity that maybe you learned about during the job fair, let them know that you are interested. If you have a LinkedIn profile that you're proud of, go ahead and connect with them on LinkedIn. Don't do it though if you're not necessarily sure that your LinkedIn profile is in good shape. And again, come to Career Services CCPD and we'll be able to help you to get your LinkedIn in better condition if that's what you need to do.